Senate Bill 692's goal is to prioritize students in the LRE, least restrictive environment, which means that students ages 6 to 21 with an IEP, individual education plans, will be removed from their current program and placed into regular mainstream classes with 80% or more time of each school day. Historically, in all the years of the LRE concept has taken deaf and hard of hearing students from sign language rich supported programs into regular mainstream classes that deprived deaf students from their previous visual language environment. LRE implies to be inclusive, but it is not the case for deaf and hard of hearing students. This bill is sponsored, supported, and promoted by a group called SELPAs, which means Special Education Local Planning Administrators. This group has already informed programs and institutions serving deaf and hard of hearing students that SB 692 will pass. Stop. We cannot allow this to happen. There are 3 major items to consider. First, the bill talks about inclusion, which sounds wonderful and great, but wait, what it actually does is the opposite of that. A least restrictive environment is when you have a teacher who signs, or a deaf teacher, who are credentialed, and other services that provide support and accommodates the deaf child's needs, which is communicating in a sign language rich classroom. The LRE bill will take that child out of that environment. Secondly, SB 692 creates misinformation. And to whom? To our state legislators serving on the Special Education Committee, specifically by stating special education law indicator 5A as a priority at the federal level. 5A is not intended as a benchmark goal. The intention of 5A only collects data. It's not a federal required priority. Again, 5A is just only to collect data, and that is misleading. The third item is about students' rights, deaf and hard of hearing students' rights. This LRE priority will dismiss the deaf students' rights to choose sign language, the right to choose a school of their choice, to communicate in sign, and other needs. This bill will dismiss what is already in the law to preserve this right. This is bad. Yes, that is bad. Now for you, as a community, what can you do to get involved, to show your support, and to make comments? You can email your comments to the group of senators on the Education Committee. This legislative committee will meet this Wednesday, March 17th at 9 a.m. to discuss this bill. It is important that they hear from you. And you can do this by submitting your SB 692 opposition letters by email to the individual listed senators. You can if you feel you are unsure about how to start a letter, what to write, or the comments to make, do not worry. We already have a sample letter for you to use. You can modify the sample letter to fit your thoughts and your story. Please reach out and contact the 7 senators on this committee to be heard by you. Oppose Senate Bill 692.